Okay, let's talk about what we can expect tonight from President Biden when he does take the stage. Presidential historian Talmage Boston joins me now. His latest book is called How the Best Did It, Leadership Lessons from Our Top Presidents. Talmage Boston, good to have you tonight. Thanks for being here.
Marla, glad to be on your show.
Okay, so President Biden is expected to take the stage. He will. How important is tonight's speech?
Well, it's his last hurrah. I think we can't expect much for a man who's in such serious mental decline as President Biden is and has shown over the last few months. So he's going to be on cruise control until he steps aside in January for whoever his successor may be. And then with the decline in his mental acuity, I don't think he's going to be going all over the country and all over the world giving speeches the way his predecessors have. So I think this is really the beginning of goodbye, and there's not going to be much left given his mental condition.
Yeah, and certainly some have said since he decided to make that decision less than a month ago that he has certainly perked up in front of the cameras, and he's answered the questions from reporters as well. Is tonight's speech more of a farewell to politics or his hello to Kamala moment?
He's going to try to make it both, but it's going to be first and foremost his goodbye. Kamala doesn't need Joe Biden's blessing. She's got the full support of the Democratic Party, every delegate. This is just everybody's attempt to be nice to each other, given that he was pushed out by the party leadership. There's been a lot of hard feelings. He's not spoken to Nancy Pelosi since she pushed him out. Of course, Barack Obama, for whom he served as vice president for 8 years, was behind the scenes pushing him out. And of course, in 2016, it pushed him out in favor of Hillary Clinton. So everybody's going to be smiling, acting like they like each other. But in fact, there's serious feelings of betrayal by Biden toward Pelosi, toward Obama, and that won't be revealed tonight, but we all know what's going on.
Yeah, the relationships between everyone you just named is definitely chilled. And to your point, as soon as he's finished with his speech tonight, he and First Lady Jill Biden will get on a plane and they will come out just north of us from LA County to Santa Ynez, right outside Santa Barbara, to vacation for a week. So he will have nothing to do with the DNC the rest of the week. Let's talk about his legacy. How does his legacy depend on tonight? Does it at all, in fact, depend on tonight?
I don't think it depends at all on tonight. His legacy is set. He's been president for 3.5 years. He lost control of the border. Disastrous withdrawal from Afghanistan. America's weak in the world. Runaway inflation. Runaway deficits. So he's going to be praised tonight. Nancy Pelosi has said he belongs on Mount Rushmore, which shows how little history Nancy Pelosi knows if she thinks he belongs there in place of Franklin Roosevelt or Dwight Eisenhower or John F. Kennedy or Ronald Reagan. She obviously doesn't know who belongs on Mount Rushmore, but they're all going to be saying nice things, how great he was to step down, even though he was totally pushed out. And everybody knows that had he hung in there and lost to Trump, his legacy would be dead for all time. Nobody would help him raise $1 for a presidential library. So these are all spins that we're seeing tonight to try to present a unified front.
All right, presidential historian Talmage Boston, you are a historian and you definitely stand on, we know what side of the aisle you stand on the right. Tonight, and you're coming to us.
I stand in the center. I stand in the center, absolutely in the center.
You stand in the center. Okay.
Yeah, sorry, my light in my office just went off.
Well,
there we go.
Okay.
I have one of these lights that goes off when I don't move, sorry.
Oh, no, that's okay. It was one of those sensory lights. Well, we appreciate you taking the time out tonight to be with us here at Talmage Boston. You can find his work if you'd like to. The book is called How the Best Did It, Leadership Lessons from Our Top Presidents. Talmage, thanks so much for being with me tonight.
My pleasure.
All right, Alex, over to you. What's coming up next?